Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think the second half we were a little bit better. We played more, I think, a little bit of our game. It was tough, you know. They pressed us very high. It was difficult to play out. So yeah, we had to use Erling more than normal.
And tell us about the goal, your goal.
Yeah, a good pass from Jack, and yeah, I think it's the first one I ever scored with my right. So I'm pleased with that.
Erling Haaland would have been pleased with that.
Yeah, I think so.
Just tell us about what this represents, because you know the rivalry in the league right now. What boost might this give you for the match coming up in the league in particular?
Yeah, I think it's good, you know, especially after a tough period. But then after two good games before this one, it's good to carry on. And I think, yeah, we take this as obviously a tough opponent, and to win 1-0 at home, get through to the next round. And I think it gives us confidence for the next game and all the games to come.
Have we seen the best, nearly the best, close to the best of Man City this season?
No, I think there's still more to come. I think today was more about resilience. They're a very tough team, you know, they play very good football, and yeah, we stayed strong and made sure we didn't concede. I think that's also another side we have to show for ourselves.
Really well done tonight. You are the player of the match.
Thank you very much.
And the match winner too. Thank you.
Cheers, thank you. Thank you.
Roy, when you win a lot, you develop a nous and a wherewithal to get over the line in tight games. Is that what we've just witnessed?
That's exactly what we've seen, the experience they've had over the last few years, knowing how to win games, the experience, options off the bench. Just really one kind of relapse from Arsenal. They got punished for it. And also, it's good to win football matches when you're not at your very best. There is a lot more to come from City, I believe. I don't think they were their best tonight. But as we know in the Cup, it's about getting the job done, winning, and you're in the next round. As simple as that.
And Arsenal did well first half, but were you disappointed with what happened in the second half from them?
I think we got. Yeah, I think we didn't quite get at them enough. We didn't quite get the ball in that midfield area and get Saka going. Obviously, Saka went off. Martinelli came on off Trossard. I thought he'd done pretty well, but I didn't think we threatened them enough. I think when they scored, we seemed to get a little bit more ball, but they seemed to be in control of what we were doing. We didn't really threaten them as much as I thought we could have.
When you look at the goal, there was a party-sized hole, was there not, in the middle of the Arsenal midfield, which wasn't there in the first half when the Ghanaian was on the pitch?
Yeah, it did seem like when you see Alvarez there, it seems like who's picking him up, and obviously any striker worth his salt's going to turn and shoot. I think Jack Grealish's vision and capability of keeping the ball here and then noticing Aki like there, bam, that's the brilliant. And that's a very, very good finish. It's a very calm. Look at the amount of space he's in. Someone's got to be there, whether it's Vieira, whether it's Lokonga. Someone's got to be.
That's too easy.
Closer. Right? Yeah, that was too much space.
I mean, it's easy to point the finger at Lokonga because he came on.
No, but there's obviously you've got some defenders back there. Brilliant, obviously, awareness there by Jack, and it's like a striker's finish. But the initial ball into Alvarez, I think Arsenal lost their shape for 10 or 15 minutes with maybe some of the changes. Taking out away, there's a brilliant strike into the obviously side netting. But just before that, almost just a lapse. They almost were just having a breather at the wrong time.
Yeah. Look at it there again. Yeah. Again,
it's a carbon copy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, again, you see the midfielder. He's just a little bit too far forward there. He's gone too far forward. So the ball, passing that ball through to that space is too much space.
It's just
for
a bit of
like that.
communication from the centre halves to your midfielders. It just, as I said, they just had a kind of. They switched off for maybe 5 or 10 minutes around that time.
You saw it actually towards the end again, and Odegaard turned around as if to say to Lokonga, "You should be in here. You need to learn these things. You want to play at this level, basically."
But you see, with someone like Sam, he needs minutes. He needs to be playing. He needs to be able to understand and be more wary of where he is and what he needs to do, where he needs to be dropping into. You've got to kind of sense that danger, and that's in games of this quality, because that's where you learn.
But you hope at this age and at this level they've already learned that part of the game. You know, it's a big concern.
The train's leaving, isn't it? If you're not on board, you'll be somewhere else. Arsenal only had one attempt on goal in the second half, which was Vieira's volley. Just after that goal, they did come very close, though, with some great defending as Nketiah sniffing out a chance, because actually the goal brought Arsenal out of their shell, didn't it, for the last 25 minutes?
They had to. They have to react. They're 1-0. They're going over the cup. You're expecting them to be some sort of reaction, but we were probably still expecting a bit more. But they showed 1 or 2 glimpses again. A bit of, some good play from Arsenal, as you'd expect. Great ball in. Brilliant defending. A little bit of luck. Yeah, a little bit of luck. He's got something on it. But that's you need more than that, to beat Man City.
Interesting. Trossard played really well. Martinelli signed a new 4.5-year deal today, and it's as if Martinelli's gone, Trossard's playing really well. This competition for places is going to bring out the best in me.
Yeah, but you say that, but like we're looking at Martinelli, who has been playing in this. Look at this is Kyle Walker he's taking on. He's been playing like this all season, and this is what we all notice, is that Trossard is somebody that's not come here to bench warm. And what it will do, it will continue to make sure that the players know that you can't rest on your laurels. That's the main thing. That's what Arsenal need to continue to move forward.
And they've set such high standards over the last few months. I know it's a cup came to the league, so when you come and watch Arsenal, you are disappointed. Even though he's made a lot of changes, you are looking at him going, I thought we'd get more from Arsenal tonight, so they're disappointed.
It's gone the way of Manchester City this evening, the meeting of the top two in the FA Cup. City through to the 5th round by a 0-0, and an old friend of theirs, Alex Zinchenko.
The team, they're pressing high up the pitch, they look comfortable in possession, they've had a couple of shots away. Considering all the changes they made, I was really worried about before the game. City have been sloppy, Rodri giving the ball away cheaply on a couple of occasions. City just look off it. But Arsenal are very much in this cup time.
And interesting to see Trossard, whose first half performance says, I've not come here to be a squad player, I intend to be a regular.
Yeah, but we know this with Trossard because we've seen him at Brighton. We know what he's capable of doing. This is why we're so happy that he chose to come and we went and got him, because he's somebody that can hit the ground running. That's what he's done. We saw it against Man United, and we're seeing it again tonight. You know, he's getting the ball, he's going at people. As soon as he gets the ball, look, he's ready. He's going at John Stones there. He's trying to get the half-yard bang, and he cuts back. And then you just needed someone in the far post coming in, and here comes Tomiyasu, and bang. You know, that's good play, because they're afraid of him. They're afraid to tackle him. Again, he's got himself on the right side of Rico Lewis there, and now he's going to move him. Bang. Great save.
He looks
great save.
Considering he's only been at the club a couple of weeks, he looks an Arsenal type of player. The gear suits him. He looks brave. Again, he knows the league obviously very well. He knows that's good movement. That Wright, you're obviously going to pick up.
But the thing with that one, Roy, I think that you want to get it on target. You know, it's very difficult with the leg just hanging to try and get on target. Maybe if the left foot just whip it in there, make the goalkeeper make
a save. Came at him quick.
I think it came at quick. Yeah, that's where you want to make sure that you get something on it where you just guide it towards the goal.
It might surprise people that Nketiah is older than Haaland, because we've talked about Erling Haaland so much. When you watch him in the first half he's giving Rob Holding quite a game. With the examples we're going to show, actually, he's got still a bit to learn, despite the fact he has scored such a huge volume of goals. Yeah,
he's obviously a prolific goal scorer, but again, he's got to add more to his game, particularly playing with a team like Man City, whereas Dortmund was slightly different challenges he faced, and we're seeing it tonight. He's up against it with the movement and the people getting against him. And yeah, there's parts of the game he has to improve, but he's still a young kid. And again, Arsenal have been brave. They're taking a gamble. We see Holding here, but Holding now on a yellow card. You have to be careful with that.
This is right at the start of the game.
And he's taking a huge gamble because you're leaving him 1v1. And Haaland, he was a bit unlucky here. He obviously gives the benefit of the doubt to the defender, but he's got to be careful there, Holding. And then this is just the final bits of play, right?
Keeper does well to read that, and you know he's unlucky trying the overhead kick there. But
on the old Zlatan.
This is what he's going to have to improve on. Like you say, he's only 22. Because he's scoring so many goals, we're expecting more. He's got to be aware of that. You see, Gundogan was looking for that before, because Gundogan knows that's where you're going to get something, and that's where he needs to get. He needs to be there.
This is a weird one, isn't it? Because Tierney slices it, and it's as if Gabriel's got it under control.
Yeah, but watch his pace. Look his pace. You know, I think for
that's a good chance.
For his calibre, that's a good chance, because it's dropped nicely for him. Maybe could have lifted it over the keeper, but he's dangerous even when he's not right amongst. He's still
Holding doesn't know whether to stick or twist, and now he's on a yellow.
Yeah, the manager's got a big decision to make, whether he takes him off. Obviously, another yellow, he's off. He's got to be careful, yeah.
OK, 0-0 at the break, with the second half coming up. But first, a chance to win big in our competition.